Good afternoon, welcome to the video. Time has come to sort this out. Alright, quick explanation what's going on. When we moved in, when I bought the house in 2010, it had this water heater on the wall. So it's been there for 14 years. Originally, the water supply to the house was from a pump, a well pump. Then in 2019, I got my water service connected outside. Let me show you. So it's that box there. I dug a trench along here, under the wall, and come up in the 25mm. Don't know if you can see that, into a stop tap, out, and then all the temporariness begins just here. So this goes into 16mm in the most crazy way possible. Why it hasn't leaked, I've no idea. Goes around there, and where does it go? Yeah, goes down this pipe into all this, and all the blue ones are connected together. Some with the right fittings, most with the wrong fittings. I can't even tell you. Right, and all the red ones are connected together, all the blue ones are connected together. So, what has prompted this? The ballon's leaking. Let me show you. So every couple of days I've got to empty that bucket. So that's fine while I'm here, but when I go away I've got to turn the water off. So let me talk you through these red and blue pipes and why they are like they are. When you're doing your own house and renovation, you can do anything you want. And it's 32 degrees at the moment. And when I first started the renovation, I always knew that this was not going to be, this tank wasn't going to be there, and it wasn't going to be the final thing. And then as you go along, for example, when you think, things are going to be permanent, like these cables, pipes, not these cables, but these, for example, I know that these are going to be here, these are going to be here, so you can do them properly because you know what's happening. But up until that point, you don't know what's happening, so you just got to put enough spare in so you're not cutting it all back. This house is unique for many reasons, but not only this massive tank that I've just fitted. Have a look at the heating video for all that. But every appliance, every tap, every shower, every toilet, every dishwasher, washing machine, every single thing comes back to a single point. It's going to be in the corner over there. That's going to fit on a manifold, so I can isolate every separate individual appliance in the house. And you can do that when it's your own house. It's just not cost effective to do when it's someone else's, and they don't really want it anyway. So pretty similar. Let me show you to my radiator setup. So standard radiators in every, well, not standard, but triple radiators in every room, but they come back to individual valves. So I can turn each radiator off from here. I can drain every radiator off from here. I can adjust the flow. I can do everything from this central point. And that's the idea, really. So, moving on. What have we got to do today? Well, obviously still need my washing machine, not the dryer at the moment, maybe later. I need to move the washing machine. Not too bothered about the second dishwasher, that's just for car parts, so I'll take it away, but I don't need to connect it. So let's find out where the new location is going to be, just next door, and see what we need to do to make it work. here we are. It's going to go there for now. No particular reason other than it's got a waste pipe, another waste pipe, loads of waste pipes, all run that direction out to the septic tank, foss, and we've got power over there. I just want to check it's the right cable, but yeah. So if I put the washing machine and dryer there, I can also put the dryer vent out the top for winter and just have it stacked here like that. Seems straightforward, except there's no water supply nearby that we can use. However, there is water supply here for temporary supplies for the bath, toilet, basin, shower. Yeah, so I'm going to run a 12mm, it doesn't matter what size it is for a washer, 12mm pipe, because it's cheap, from the inlet all the way across down, and stick a little tap on there. Bring the washing machine in, connect the tap up and that, and then put the waste in to that pipe down there. And that, as they say, is that. First things first, let's get this pipe through. Right, hopefully, it's a bit curly, but it does flatten out quite. It does flatten out pretty well. So I'm going to try and get it through here, following all these. Oh, difficult to see. So I'm going to put it in here like this. Probably follow this waste pipe, just cable tie it down, and then we'll do something clever around there. Well, not clever, temporary. It's always temporary, always temporary. Hey. Gonna have a generator day tomorrow. Do your video on that. 1, 2, and one other. Just make sure they all work. You never know. Decided what I'm going to do is just take this off. I've unscrewed most of it, and I'm going to put it over there next to the rack. Reason for that, I'm going to put it there because if I want to fill plaster buckets or whatever, cement, anything like that, because I've got no tap down here at the moment, so that'll be quite nice. And then we'll tee into it for the 12mm. So I've put my tap there. I'm going to put a little pipe going down. So that's all done, all disconnected now from over there. So I need to now connect in the tap and then put a T-piece in. Let's have a look. So the pipe comes over the top here, just a compression, half inch BSP to 12mm, and a tap. So I'm just going to also swap that single socket there for a double socket. One that goes up there, and all it does is provide power for their CCTV cameras. Yeah. So the only thing this socket will be powering is the washing machine when it's running. If not, well, whatever. Let's do it. Right, so to do this, connecting this absolute mess, gonna need to turn the water off. Big problem with this, not a big problem. I'll show you what else we have to do in this house, and I'll explain when we get there. Okay, we've got one of these, and it acts as a pressure vessel for the rest of the house. So turn that off, and then see, actually down there, look, see that? That goes to the drain outside. Weird. So I'm going to use this device for 16mm pipe. I've actually done a video on this as well, so have a look for that. In fact, I'll put a link in the description. And it uses these fittings like that. The pipe goes over them, and then the collar tightens up. Pretty good. So stick that in there, and the idea is to make the pipe a bit wider so that the oh yeah, don't forget to put the collar on first. Never done that before. Oh my god, amateur. It's like I've never done this before. Sometimes these are tricky to get on. Start again. When you do this, always leave a gap between the pipe and the fitting. That's it. Then you use this device. Hey. To push the collar on. Doing it this way so you can see it's tricky. There you go. Done. Little tip for you when you're pressurizing the system. Checking for leaks and it's a remote location, turn it on, wait until the hissing stops, everything's up to pressure, and turn it back off like that. So the system should be pressurized, but we're going to now go to a remote location, so it could be upstairs or in the loft or whatever, and check for leaks. The last thing we want to do is get there, find there's a leak and it's still pumping water, so we know that even if there is a leak, it's only a finite amount of water that's going to come out because we turned it off again. If everything's all right, still be under pressure, and we'll come back and turn the top on. Ah, see, look. Look at that. So it is leaking just from down here. So that's a good indication, actually, of what I was talking about. So now we know that only a finite amount of water is going to come out of that pipe. Right, let's go see what we can do about this. I'll explain to you what the problem is and why it's leaking. I thought I'd get away with it, temporary, but not. Anyway, right, why did it leak? Let me show you. So there's a female thread on the bottom of this, and there's a socket there. Let me take them apart and you'll see what I mean. So this is a compression system that goes on there, and a washer goes between, and you tighten this up. The problem with it is tightening it up enough to compress the olive without having that mistake with the rubber washer there. So I'm going to slightly change this, and we're going to use this, which is just a simple 1/2 inch thread to 1/2 inch. That goes on there like that, and I'll put a fibre washer in there and see how we go on from there. And this is what goes in the back like that, and then you just screw it in. It's simple, pretty simple. Because of that, we've now got to put PTFE tape on this before we screw it in. Right, tip. When you're doing these or shower valves, anything that relies on thread being sealed, use this stuff. Atmos Seal. I think it's Teflon or Kevlar or Kryptonite. Anyway, you don't need as many turns, and it virtually always seals, especially on shower valves, which can be a pain. So we probably only need 3 or 3, maybe 4 turns. If that was PTFE, you'd need about 20 turns on it. Another tip when you're screwing these in, if you can finish it to where you want it by hand, it's probably not tight enough, and never turn it backwards. If it's not in the position you want it and you go backwards, no. That's good. So I know I've probably got another turn on that. That's it, we're pressurised. All good. See if there's water in it now. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so where are we at now? Got the trap here. I've decided I'm going to go straight in like that. So that will clip around there like that. There. Before I put it in, I'm going to take this opportunity to clean the filter. Not bad. Nothing really in there, to be honest. No. Right, let me connect it through this. So, I guess this way around. And then put this in here. It's green. Off. On. Let's do this. And wait. Okay. There you go. So that little socket actually shows me the washing machine is on. And then when it finishes, that greys out, says off, and it displays a message across the top of the screen that it's finished. So let's wait until it's finished, and then we'll have a look. Washing machine status off, and it says here washing machine cycle is finished, press to dismiss. Okay, so that's the latest addition to the smart home. It's more a video about moving the washing machine from one side of the building to the other. It's quite easy, probably an hour, something like that in total. Maybe an hour and a half, something like that. Yeah, some good tips there for you. Okay, thanks for watching the video, and you can also subscribe, buy me a coffee if any of those tips worked out for you, and I will see you on the next one.